chair of the MAC, Mr. Tim Houghton, and we have had an incredible morning. Tim, it's great to have you.
Hey, thanks for having me. I'm the chair of the Defense Symposium Committee.
And the Defense Symposium is our biggest event.
It's this one, and then the kind of military appreciation barbecue, and then of course if there's an air show, that blows everything else away.
Yes, yeah.
But
so, what led you to kind of gravitate towards the MAC, serving our community, and being on the head of the defense?
So it's kind of a few things. So my dad was military. He was a drill instructor in the Army, and so I'd always kind of gravitated toward that. I wasn't actually in the military myself, but we work with a lot of military people. So we have several military contracts. We've done law enforcement, things like that. And our company's been here in Rapid City, South Dakota since 1990. And it was one of those things where part of it was like, we want to give back. So the Rapid City and South Dakota in general has helped us out so much. We came up to South Dakota from Arizona through the Governor's Office of Economic Development, and they've provided so much help and so many resources to us that it was like, it's time to give back. And don't get me wrong, it's not all altruistic. There's the part of that being out in the community, helps generate sales. It helps generate, getting good people in, things like that. And it was kind of happenstance of getting involved with the MAC, and then I was involved with the Defense Symposium first, and then the MAC. And it was kind of, they were said, hey, who wants to be the chair next year? Because our current chair was leaving. And I said, well, I'll do it, and get involved in that way. And then it's just kind of snowballed from there and turned into, what this year is our largest defense symposium we've had, with the most people and the most speakers. And obviously there's challenges with that, but luckily we have a whole committee of really dedicated volunteers who've just done an amazing job.
That's incredible. Thank you for putting this together. I think it's something that our community has needed, and our community is really, as you said, this is our largest year, is really rallying around to not just focus on Ellsworth Air Force Base, which gets a lot of love out here, but also the Guard component that is a huge part of our state.
And as they mentioned this morning, the Guard component is actually larger than Ellsworth, at least for now, at least until the B-21 comes. That's one of the amazing things about the Black Hills community, is how supportive they are, of our military, our National Guard, even our law enforcement, who will be on some panels tomorrow. That's been kind of one of the most eye-opening things, because you hear about in the news that, there's places where, they don't want the military there, and they want to defund law enforcement and things like that. And then you've got this community where they rally behind it to the point where they saved the base at one point. That it was on the
brack.
Yes, exactly right. That, and this community rallied around them so much that they saved it. And you see that support continuing from local businesses to even just everyday people in Rapid City. They support that area, and it's amazing to see.
We've talked about some of the growth, some of the kind of how this originated a little bit. What is the one thing that you're most proud of, being the MAC, or being the Defense Symposium Chair, being the chair of this amazing event? What kind of sticks out as that one thing that you're like, hey, I'm really...
That's hard to put a pin on just one thing. But I would have to say, again, I'm going to come back to the community and the volunteers and the business here. Seeing not just, it's not even one of those things where you have to go out and really try. The businesses here, it's been eye-opening to me how much they support things like this. And then, even bringing in Northrop Grumman as a sponsor, to me, that was huge. And it not only shows the community's support of the base, but it shows Northrop Grumman and the military's support of our community.
Absolutely.
That thing, I think that might be the one thing that sticks out, that, this is, for us, this is a fairly large event. In the grand scheme of things, we're still growing. But for them to single that out and donate and sponsor this event, that's a huge thing, and it shows their commitment to our community.
I know that we're kind of short on time, but you mentioned community a couple times. And I know that you are highly involved in the community, aside from the MAC and the Defense Symposium. But you are part of a organization, HS Precision.
Correct.
Can you tell us about that? And I really, one of the things we want to do with Lionheart and is highlight local businesses that are doing incredible things.
Oh, thank you.
So please tell us about that organization.
Yeah.
And
So yeah, great. No, I love to talk about HS Precision. I love my job, and it's honestly doesn't feel like work most days. I mean, there's some long days, but so HS Precision was founded in 1978 in Prescott, Arizona. Moved up to Rapid City, South Dakota in 1990. So we are a manufacturer from the ground up. So we're a vertically integrated manufacturer of synthetic stocks, bolt action rifles, ballistic test equipment, explosive ordnance disposal equipment, and a few other things. So we're a small company here in Rapid City, South Dakota, but we supply most everybody. If you've shot name brand ammunition, there's a 70% chance it was tested in our equipment. We sell synthetic stocks to Remington, Savage, Weatherby, Howa, Kimber, Ruger, you name it. We make the sniper rifles for the FBI, the ATF, the Israeli Defense Force, the U.S. Army.
Wow.
So we do so, and we beat out a lot of big companies. And here we are, a family-owned company in Rapid City, South Dakota, that's beaten out companies like Accuracy International, Remington, things like that. So we're very, very proud of what we do. We have a lot of veterans on our workforce, and you can tell when they make this product, there's pride in it.
Yes.
And so I'll be honest, I get to do a lot of cool stuff. And just like the Defense Symposium, that I get to stand up and say, hey, look at all this cool stuff we build. Look at this great symposium we put on. None of that happens without the people behind the scenes.
Absolutely.
The people who work for HS Precision, all of our 65 employees, the people here who volunteer on the committee, who volunteered to work here, the people on the MAC. People need to remember, like, the volunteers for this, they're not getting paid. The people on the committees, the MAC and our Defense Symposium Committee, they're not paid. So this is a year's worth of work culminating in this event that we've taken our time and put it together for free because we want to give back, because we want to make this a great event, and more importantly, because we want to grow the defense economy in Rapid City and the Black Hills. And if people feel they want to give as well, whether it's volunteer time, whether it's, hey, they want to sponsor something, all of that helps, and it helps us grow this event.
Yes. What are some things that you're looking for this event or next year's event?
We're always looking for speakers.
Okay.
We're looking for topics. We're looking for volunteers, and we're looking for sponsors.
Okay. And if someone has that kind of information, they're looking to get in touch with you, what's the best way to do that?
The best way is to reach out to the MAC directly.
Thank you for putting on this incredible event.
Well, again, thank you for having me.
Thank you.
And thank you for helping me get the word out.